6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis, and it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Leading them, a 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career, that's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York, but he's had some tough outings, he's had some brilliant outings, he's had some ups, he's had some downs, but he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and
no real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. One ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go play fake with Jones. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Complete out to the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. They work it a couple yards past the line. all-time standout Calais Campbell there for the stop.
34-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going to turn to Taylor on third down. Broke through the tackle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for another Colts.
Loved the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
On the ground, E.J. Giddens gets it. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Taylor. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd down, Jones to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led up by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
They're going play action. It's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's a game to DeMarcano. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Cardinals first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cardinals.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Taken down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And it's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
The Colts setting a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
So on fourth down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Picked off by Will Johnson. He's got room to roam here. And the Cardinals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Ronald DiMercado. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
And the Cardinal first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Finds him over the middle. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38, completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's running for it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Complete to number 18.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the Colts 17-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 17. Dump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Again, it's Murray to throw. Setting up the running back screen. Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Arizona.
Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Cardinals 7, Colts 3.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts offense set to head out. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's keeping it. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11.
Colts 3. Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Off flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Jones. Now to his wideout, it's a screen. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Cardinals
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Kyler looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now motion him out of the backfield. Murray on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts ready to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ball at the 33 for first down. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. The throw right side finds Pittman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Finds him on the crossing route. It's an excellent look on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another Colts.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Man in motion here. On first down, it's Jones to throw. He brings it in, and he drives this forward to the 6.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd goal from the 5.
1 yard on the play.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal for Jones. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts make it a 1-score game in the first half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. And it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4.
Colts 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Emari DeMercado. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The
Cardinals offense making its way out.
At their own
Their last drive didn't make it very
27-yard
far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. DiMercado on the carry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play action, here's Murray. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from them? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. And a Cardinal 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's DiMercado. And he gets a feel on the punch forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
At the 37-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 37. Gets himself free. He takes it himself. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Run here. This is DiMercado. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Murray. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. It's caught by Wilson. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryland now for the extra point.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11.
21. Colts 10.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Now a run with Taylor. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Option give to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming for Jones. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Jones on 1st down. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
With a pistol, it's Giddens. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Taylor from the pistol. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for another Colts. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
brings up second
SOS. You
and
hear me
goal.
talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Jones setting up the play action. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Brings up third down.
Yeah, I understand that
and
call.
goal.
You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, they're left third and goal now from the 13. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Intended for
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer
Schrader,
Schrader, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Colts 13.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Dortch now to return it. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Play action now. Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Another try following the sack. He tucks it and takes off. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
A gain of
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll throw on third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
intended for Michael
You know, it's a
Wilson.
point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Taylor trying the left side. reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. He's up again. He has this all the way across the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20.
That's good.
And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry a-coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Jones running sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Coach's challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going play action. It's Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Cardinals leading near the break. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now run with DiMarcano. Jukes one defender. And he's taken down. He's got it to the 29. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
16 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to DiMercado. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Kyler. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now.
28, Colts 13.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 28.
It's a gain of 20.
Timeout Indianapolis, that's its 2nd.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Complete to Josh.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 19. Now he takes it. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
And the Colts, 1st down.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Dortch now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Back-to-back carries here. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
At the 44-yard line.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. DiMercado on a carry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Murray. He's running for it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Cardinal 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Murray from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
2nd and 3 now. Here's DiMercado. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Carter up the middle. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Run here. This is DiMercado. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Murray on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
To review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points.
Colts 13. Chad Ryland
all set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw. He keeps it and takes off. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
19 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Running right, this is Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Colts are ready for the punt.
Sanchez on to punt for
And
the
this will be his
Colts.
second effort of the contest. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. It's caught by Wilson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
1st down, Cardinals.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Murray. He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB is getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Kyler throwing here. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Nick.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Ryland now for the extra point.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
42. Colts 13.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Anthony Gould.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He was brought down by Max Melton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Now it's Jones off the play action. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts trail by 22 now.
42. Colts 20.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. DeMercado bringing it back. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first
The
and 10.
Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. First call here coming from the shotgun. Murray looking to throw. This one quickly to Harrison. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Arizona.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Murray keeps it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Play action now, Murray. Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Gain of 12. First down, Arizona.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
On first down, they'll run. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
35-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Kyler to throw. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. So we're through 3 here. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Punt team on the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Another try following the sack. He's got Pierce. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To the air once more. Here's Jones. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Complete to Jonathan
These
Taylor.
intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jones going to throw again. Here's a screen for Giddens. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Again, Jones to the air. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Jones. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. We'll Looking for, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
.12 to go now on second down after the sack. Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They'll throw on third and long. To the edge of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up fourth and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
He has it at the 5. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's good for another Colts. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Still sticking with the passing game. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. To throw, here's Jones. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. All right, Jones and the Colts set up to go for two.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Cardinals 42, Colts 28.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for two, but as an offense, What are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. DiMercato bringing it back. And this drive will start inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Carter. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Ready to throw here on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Colts offense set to head out. And that last impressive touchdown drive, well, they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jones. Taken in by Downs, left side. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10
Move the
chains.
Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Jones. Searching. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Jones. He's in the pocket. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Jones looking to throw. He takes it himself. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And the Cardinals grab it. Hits the 20. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals making a 3-score game in the fourth. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kid, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He lofts it deep left. Going into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Hey, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Murray. Throw right side, cut by Wilson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
No run with DiMercado. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Murray with the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And a Cardinal first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, Austin.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Complete to Trey McBride.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts.
It's a
That's
gain
their
of
first.
25 yards.
May still have 2 to work
First
with in this
down,
final
Cardinals.
quarter. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Carter. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
First down, Arizona.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Murray keeps it. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Cardinals feeling good with a 14-point advantage. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Carter here from the gun. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
Good defense tackles in this league, Kate. We can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Dive play straight ahead. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense. Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Gould on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
And
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, throw by Jones. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Indy.